Have you ever noticed how some people earn a lot of money, yet constantly feel stressed about it, while others earn less, but seem strangely calm? This isn't about intelligence, it's not about hard work either, and it's definitely not about luck. It's about understanding the difference between high income and real financial freedom. Most people confuse the two, and that confusion quietly controls their entire adult life. Let's start with an uncomfortable observation. In the US and Europe, there are millions of people earning what would be considered a good salary, not extreme wealth, but solid, respectable income. Yet many of them are one unexpected expense away from stress. Not poverty, stress. And stress is the real signal that something isn't working.
Imagine a fairly normal situation. A young professional in the US earns around $70,000 a year. Sounds good on paper. After federal, state, and payroll taxes, that drops to roughly $52,000. That's about $4,300 per month. Now, let's walk through a very ordinary lifestyle. Rent or mortgage, $1,600. Car payment and insurance, $600. Student loan, $400. Utilities, phone, internet, $300. Groceries, $500. Health insurance or medical costs, $250. We haven't touched entertainment, clothing, travel, gifts, or emergencies yet. Before lifestyle upgrades, before vacations, before treating yourself, we're already near $3,650 per month. That leaves about $650. And that's for everything else. Now, zoom out. This person earns more than the average worker globally. They're educated. They're responsible. Yet financially, they're tightly boxed in. If the car breaks down, stress appears. If rent increases, stress appears. If the job becomes unstable, stress becomes fear. This is high income without freedom. Here's the hidden mistake most people make. They assume that income determines security, but income only determines capacity. What actually decides freedom is structure. The system most people fall into is simple. Earn more, spend more, lock into obligations, feel pressure to maintain income, repeat. It feels normal because everyone around you is doing it. Better job, bigger apartment. Pay raise, new car. Promotion, lifestyle upgrade. No one explicitly teaches this. It just happens quietly. Let's use very basic math. A $600 monthly car payment doesn't feel dramatic, but over 5 years, that's $36,000. Add insurance, interest, and depreciation, and the real cost is much higher. Now compare that to someone earning less, say $50,000, who drives a paid-off car. They keep that $600 each month. That's $7,200 per year. Invested conservatively or simply saved, that creates options. Options are freedom, not luxury. Options. The psychological reason people choose high-income lifestyles over freedom is subtle. Humans adapt quickly. Once your income rises, your brain recalibrates what feels normal. The nicer apartment stops feeling special. The car stops feeling exciting. But the payments remain. And psychologically, commitments feel safer than uncertainty. A fixed payment feels controlled, even if it quietly limits your future. This is why intelligent people still feel trapped. They didn't fail. They followed the default path. Now, let's look 10 years ahead. Same person, same income growth, same structure. They earn more now, but so do their obligations. They still need the job. They still feel pressure. They still postpone rest, flexibility, and choice. This isn't failure. It's alignment. Their life is aligned toward maintenance, not freedom. Now shift perspective. Financially intelligent people don't think in terms of salary first. They think in terms of dependency. How dependent am I on this income to survive my lifestyle? That question changes everything. Freedom isn't about quitting work. It's about reducing the number of things that require your income. Lower fixed costs create breathing room. Breathing room creates choice. Choice creates calm. Notice something important. This mindset isn't dramatic. It's quiet. It doesn't show off on social media. It doesn't look impressive early on.
but over time, it compounds emotionally and financially. When your expenses are low relative to income, raises feel powerful. When your expenses are high, raises feel necessary. That difference changes how you experience life.
Real financial freedom is boring on the surface. It's the ability to say no, to take a risk without panic, to change direction without collapse. It's not about never buying nice things. It's about understanding what those things cost long after the excitement fades. So the difference between high income and real financial freedom isn't money. It's control. High income gives you options if you protect them. Uncontrolled lifestyle removes them quietly. Most people don't realize what they're trading until years later. This isn't about guilt. It's about awareness. Once you see the difference, you can't unsee it. If this perspective helped you think a little more clearly about money and freedom, you might enjoy this channel. A like or a subscribe tells me this kind of calm, realistic analysis is worth continuing. Thanks for watching.